and welcome in Westside fans to another edition of Westside Lady Pirate Softball. We're out here this time in Wendell. We're going all sorts of different places, going around. World Tour is what I think it is. If you consider Glens Ferry to Wendell a world tour, I think that we are doing it right now. We are set for the second game slated today for the Westside Pirates, taking on the North Fremont Huskies. And when we talk about these two programs, let's dip into it right now, brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street in Preston. When we talk about North Fremont and we talk about Westside, how can you not talk about the history between some of these girls on the diamond today, talking about their play against each other during the basketball season? We had a play-in game earlier in the wintertime that allowed Westside to win the play-in game to move on to state basketball-wise. And with that win, they capitalized enough so the Pirates were able to move on to take third in state. So maybe perhaps a little bit of redemption on the line here for North Fremont. There's a few girls and a few names that I recognize that maybe want to get a win here today. As for the Westside Pirates, they want to get the clean sweep, get things going after taking care of business against the MVP Wildcats earlier on today in Glens Ferry. A 28-5 score victory for the Pirates. Now they are set to take on a very good North Fremont Huskies program here in Wendell. Let's go ahead and thank our wonderful sponsors as we continue on through our pregame show today. A big shout out and thank you to North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street in Preston. We'll come back to you and give you more information about the batting lineups here for these teams right after this on 105.5 KACH.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Westside High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited.
.5 FM KACH.
Hi, we're Braden and Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency.
We're Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jan Stone with Northern Title of Preston, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Bill Chambers from North Star's Ultimate Outdoors, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Larson. I'm with HK Auto, and we are Dayton Proud and Idaho Strong.
We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com. It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the sports broadcast booth for our pregame show today. We have just had our handshakes and our rules laid out for everybody to be able to enjoy this wonderful game of softball here today. We'd like to go ahead and shout out our wonderful sponsors, including Evergreen Financial Partners, for our coaches shows and our student profiles throughout this entire year. We're going to grab one more of those student profiles or those athlete profiles before tomorrow's games for the Westside Pirates. Today, we're going to go right into the action, basically with abbreviated pregame show today. We'd also like to go ahead and thank another one of our wonderful sponsors, including Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. You know, our keys to the game today brought to you by Naylor Insurance are going to have to come down to confidence. I mean, I've talked to a lot of the girls throughout this season, and they've told me, you know, softball, and for them, a lot of the stuff that correlates to success comes from overcoming mental barriers for them. And, you know, being confident, knowing who you are and what you can do is going to be key for this program all year long, and it's going to be key in this game here today as well. The Pirates are going to be facing off the starting pitcher today for the Huskies is a familiar face and name, Alyssa Hill. She was a power forward for the Huskies back in the basketball season, and she is going to be a tricky lefty pitcher today. We'll see how the Pirates can handle it. Let's go ahead and dip into our lineups brought to you today by me. We'll go through them now. At the top of the batting order, it will be Lainey Jane Beckstead to lead things off here. Behind her, same batting lineup as we had in the last game. Haley Sparrow on deck and Sammy Roberts in the hole. Beckstead up to the line first. First pitch is grabbed, foul, and almost caught for some bonus points in the stands located here to my right for strike number one. We are located directly behind home plate here today, so we get a nice view of our umpire and the play going on here. Another swing and a miss from Beckstead, finding herself down in an 0-2 hole. Beckstead, I've had the opportunity to cover Laney in 3 sports this year, and she is an athlete and a stellar one for the West Side program. Here's the 0-2. Low into the dirt as it skips off of the chalk in front of our catcher today. This is Goddard from North Fremont. 1-2 in the top of the first. Hoping to start things off with a bang. Laney Beckstead via Alyssa Hill. The 1-2 down the middle. Grabbed and thrown down the foul line. Scooped up by Coach Wade with the bare mitts. A good battle here from Beckstead. I expect a really good matchup here today. The Huskies are a program that are well put together, great athletes, and it's just a good unstoppable force meeting an immovable object, perhaps. 2 programs really trying to make their way up in the world. North Fremont is 2-5 on the year at this point with a few cancellations early on. They know what West Side has had to go through in terms of snow. As we mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, and you might hear me say it a few times, these West Side girls have only had 1 practice out on the dirt, and that was earlier this week, so it was Tuesday. So they're getting used to things now. Full count, Beckstead belts one into left field, fair, and it will roll foul. Beckstead rolling around first, coming out to second, ball comes in, holding off, and staying on second is Laney Jane Beckstead with a double to start things off here in Wendell. West Side very good offensively versus the Wildcats earlier on this morning in Glens Ferry, and that is what they're going to need today, bat to ball. Here comes Haley Sparrow. Sparrow watching the first one go into the dirt. Earlier today, I actually did take statistical notes, and I'll have to have them double checked from my producer in the booth. But I believe Haley was walked a few times, but a double to her name, 1 for 5 with 5 runs. Sparrow popping that one deep and high into center field. It will be grabbed on the fly out. Good sound and good contact, just did not carry as far as she needed it to. Easily grabbed in the middle by number 15, Lenz of North Fremont. So Sparrow will head back to the dugout for out number 1. Roberts stepping into the box, the lefty hitter. Receive ball number 1. Second one high up near the eyes for ball number 2. Beckstead doing a little dance out on the bag, keeping things interesting for everybody. Roberts had a good look at one coming down the middle, not able to get contact. That one would have carried a ways. Wind is coming in the face of the batter today, down from right field towards home plate. Another high pitch as we sit at 3-1 in the count. Here's Alyssa Hill settling in the 3-1 pitch. Inside, just sneaking into the corner. Full count for Roberts. Roberts, avid wrestler, as we've come to know. Did a great job during the wrestling season during the winter. And she will get retired after swinging on the strikeout. Comes right through down the middle. Second out of the inning. Top of the first. Up comes to the plate Julia Jensen with the mauled pinky from the home opener. She'll get the first ball, and I saw it was awful. Ball 1. Runner still on second. 2 outs for the Pirates. And Tell me if you've heard this before, but this game's going to come down to pitching. I mean, that's really how it is. Here comes a great shot right to the shortstop. Jensen trying to run it out, and it's off the bag on the error. Runners will advance. Beckstead rolling to third, and the off throw saves Jensen. Laney will head to third, and it will be an error that allows Jensen to head out there to third. E6 is the call. Ball number 1 for Taylor as she comes up to the plate. Today, Grace went 1 for 5, 1 RBI, and 1 run scored earlier in Glens Ferry. 2 balls, 1 low. As Alyssa Hill and her catcher trying to get on the same page, number 10, Goddard. 2-0. A quick check out on Beckstead as she was being aggressive. That's a great throw from Goddard to check up on her on third. 2-1 is the call. Taylor just swinging just a tad above that last pitch. Here's the 2-1. Now we get contact. It will roll foul, however, down the line. Good way to run that thing out. Split count 2-2 for Miss Grace. 2 outs, 2 on base. This is an opportunity absolutely for the Pirates to get something going here. Swing and nothing but error as they will retire Taylor down into the dugout, leaving 2 on base. No score for the Pirates in the top of the first. We'll head on to the second right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first. The West Side leaving 2 on base as Grace Taylor was retired on the strikeout. We get a clearance of all of our readings. Up first, the right fielder, Marsden, for North Fremont. First pitch and contact immediately coming right up in the middle. Roberts able to stop it with her thigh and wasting no time to get on base is the right fielder, Marsden, with the base hit. Falling behind her, another familiar face, if you're talking a little bit about the basketball season, Josie Richardson. Attempted bunt will roll foul behind the plate. Strike number 1. You can tell pretty easily that Marsden has the wheels to make you nervous running around the bags here today as she currently sits on first. Jensen will check her wrist plate. Settle in. The 0-1 from Jensen. Catching the bottom right corner of the zone for strike number 1, or strike number 2. I did not go to school for mathematics, in case you haven't recognized up until this point. 0-2, Jensen leading it outside and to the right, giving something for Richardson to think about a little bit. You know, I'm quite impressed. It looks like Julia does have a different mitt that accommodates her finger that got ripped off back in the home opener earlier, the 1-2. Caught high and foul, hitting off of the tree branches overlooking the west side dugout as the battle continues in the bottom of the first. Marston still camping out on the bag. Richardson zoning in. 1-2 from Jensen. Just low. 2-2 the count. And I'll stand by the fact that North Fremont and Westside in the girls' programs, they match each other so well in everything we've done so far in the year. Wild pitch gets behind Evans, and it will be a full count as Marston advances on the steal. Full count, Jensen low, and it will be a walk to first for Richardson after being up in the count 0-2. Richardson heads on out to first. So whose defense is going to step up first is the question. Jensen just a tad outside to the right for ball number 1. This is Hayner. I believe Grace Hayner, if my memory serves me well. Five balls in a row for Jensen as she just a little bit low and to the right. It's kind of been the pattern that we've seen so far. 2-0, runners on first and second, no outs. This one high now. Batters count for Hayner. The approaching pitch from Jensen. That will get there just high enough above the knees for strike number 1. Battle of pitching here today between Hill and Jensen. Can the team defense back up their pitchers? That will be the question. Ball 4 as Hayner will be walked out to first. Everybody will rotate. Bases loaded for the Huskies. No outs in the bottom of the first. Up to bat, number 15, center fielder Lenz for the Huskies. Purple gloves. Sturdy base. Here's the first pitch. It will be just low. Julia Jensen honing it in. Here's the second pitch. High, grounded out to the shortstop. A throw out to first. Not in time, it seems. It will be safe. It will be an RBI single. And now we're going to have a little bit of a discussion here. We hear the calls of maybe perhaps the runner had touched the ball while it was going into play. We'll get the call before we officially put it out here on the scorebook. If that is the case, we'll have to figure out what the call is, and it looks like they are going to call Richardson out after interference. Wasting no time, right up the center, past the shortstop. This is a great hit. Contact, ball goes wide on the error. That is a series of unfortunate events for the defense of West Side. Goddard ends up getting a triple. 3 runs scored by North Fremont, Goddard on third, and the only out having been called via interference. Ball number 1 is up to the line. This is Marsden as well. So we got 2 Marsdens. I believe it's Alley, but maybe I shouldn't guess too much. 3-0 in favor of the Huskies. Here's a ground out to Beckstedt, scooping it up and throwing in time for out number 2, but not before. Goddard can get home. Base is empty. This is Blanco Mazzo, the shortstop, swinging on the first pitch, strike number 1. It is 4-0 in favor of the Huskies. Catching the bottom right corner on the fastball is Jensen, 1 out away from the retirement of the inning. After giving up 4, that would probably be what the Westside Pirates would love to do. That's it. Jensen, strikeout looking. Marsden will head back to the bench. Or rather, Mazzo, that is, for out number 3. All right, we'll get ready for the top of the second right after this here on 105.5 KACH. 4-0 is your reading in favor of the North Fremont Huskies on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
Top of the second, back into it we go as up first, taking ball number 1. As I look down at my paper, this is Parkinson. Parkinson catches that one, foul, and a catch is going to be really close, but I think it will be out of play as she is. This is number 11. Grace Hayner goes out the left side. Oh, it looked as though it was pretty close, but no, it will stay fair. It will be the first out of the inning. There's great contact here from Evans towards the left field wall. She will round first, coming into second, and camp out there. Evans with the double off of the bat, second in order. She will sit on second. Up to the top, into the batter's box, Marley Newton for ball number 1. Marley Newton. Strike 1 inside. You know, when I've covered Marley a few times, and during volleyball, she probably had what if I would have considered a Sports Center top 10 play. She clips that one just above home plate, grabbed by our catcher Goddard for out number 2. 2 unfortunate pop-ups. Has Westside in a bad situation. 2 outs here in the top of the second, needing something more. Dakota Nilsson to the line, swinging and missing on strike number 1. Coach Wade calling down the line saying, hey, we just need contact. You don't need something big here, just contact. Why not big and contact? Foul, barely just to the left of the line, down the third base line, way near the fence. And as much as you love to see the sound and the carry of that ball go that far, if we were able to put a graph out for Dakota Nilsson in hitting, that spot in the corner near that foul line is where she absolutely loves to go. And like I said, as much as you love to hear that sound and love to hear her get that contact, she's down 0-2 in the count with 2 outs already. Here's the 0-2 from Hill, down and through the line. What a grab at third. Reaching up with cat-like reflexes is the third baseman. Wow. Grace Hayner, I believe, able to grab that one out number 3 right down the line. And that will be the retirement of the top of the second. Here we go into the bottom right after this on 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
First pitch in the bottom of the second, contact from Alyssa Hill for the single. And the Huskies will pick up right where they left off in the last of the first. Falling behind Hill, this will be Smith. Designated player. She'll clip that one foul right behind, close to the parking lot for strike number 1. We were doing frisbee golf with the softball. I mean, it was getting pretty close out there to the parking lot. 4-0 in favor of the Huskies on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Another great contact hit, but foul high over the west side dugout. And you can tell immediately Smith, a very stellar batter for North Fremont. She's getting a bead on the pitches coming from Jensen as we get a slight breeze and enough dust in your eye to irritate you here at home plate. That's it, strike 3. Very great pitch out and away from Julia Jensen for out number 1. Ball 1 low and to the right. Back up to the top of the batting order. This is Marsden. Last time up, a single for her. Able to score and get all the way home using her speed. One out. 2 balls thrown. So we get a nice big cloud covering up our diamond here. Marsden takes a shot. Nips the top of the ball foul into the dirt. Strike number 1. Great time for us to recognize our new sponsor and proud supporter of Westside Pirate Athletics, Puppy Steps Training out of Lewiston, Utah. Brad Phillips, proud supporter and wonderful dog trainer with Puppy Steps Training. Go ahead and contact him in Lewiston. Strike 2 as we are, I believe, full in the count. Full count. These are the moments that you need. Jensen down the middle, and this one caught high near the foul line, and a diving grab will be caught. Marley Newton. Have yourself a highlight play. Why not? Just enough, though, as the throw-in will allow Hill to advance to second. Marsden flies out to right field on a candidate for the I Care For You's eye-catching highlight play of the game. 2 outs, 1 on second, up to the line. Josie Richardson, she was walked last time up. Strike number 1. Just underneath that ball as it goes directly behind the backing on home plate. I lost it in the sun, so if it would have come down on my head, I would have been pretty unfortunate there. Jensen in front of the knees of Richardson, but outside the zone, close. This one a little bit higher and a little bit more into the box. Strike number 2. 1 strike needed to retire the inning. Here's Jensen on the 1-2. Just low. Two outs, 1 on second, and the 2-2 count. Ground and gets past Beckstead up the middle. Here comes the runner home, and the tag out. No, it could have been a dive. Safe underneath the tag. Coming home and ducking underneath the tag. It's Alyssa Hill, I believe. No. RBI double for Richardson last time up. One the count for Grace Hayner. 5-0 the score. And the poor part about this is we get strike number 2 off the foul ball. Is anything that goes right up into the air, you lose immediately into the sun. Low into the dirt. 2-2 is the count. Jensen and Hayner going at it. West Side needing some offense and needing to retire this inning here. Runner on second. Close inside on the changeup, full count. Here's Jensen in the 3-2. Right inside, up into the middle. Sparrow scoops it up and the throw out at first. Good defensive play.
That's her favorite play, and that ketchup pop flies on the end.
There you go. The 4-3 ground out for out number 3. Retires the bottom of the second. We'll get ready for the third right after this here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate Softball on 105.5 KACH.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here, and a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Top of the third, getting ready to come at you here live from Wendell. Top of the batting order, this is Lainey Jane Beckstead, who got stranded out on third after a double in the first inning. Offensive runs needed right now for the Pirates. Low fastball cut on the golf swing by Beckstead. Foul down the line for strike number one. The 4-1 Westside Pirates versus the 2-5 North Fremont Huskies. The next pitch high up at the chest area of Beckstead. Ball one. Very confident hitter, Lainey Jane Beckstead. That's why she's leading things off here. The 1-1 by Hill. And a clip up into the air, a little blooper. It will drop fair, and Beckstead will roll on over to first. Our umpire is going to say that this was indeed a foul ball. That thing popped up into a dangerous area right in front of home plate. Looked almost as though Hill or Goddard had a chance at it. Now 1-2. Here's the 2-2. Good contact out of the shortstop, a race to first, and Beckstead will get there in time after the error. And I bet that's going to be E6, probably, right? Just off the bag. Beckstead will reach. Yeah. Beckstead once again gets on. No outs, runner on first. Here's Sparrow getting ball number one into the dirt. Behind her in the batting order, Roberts, Jensen in the hole. Fastball down the middle for strike one. Goddard, a very good catcher, able to get out of her stance and get those throws out to the corners that she needs to. Has been checking up on Beckstead a couple times today. Swing and a miss for strike number two. Here's the 1-2. Pitcher's count in favor of Hill and the Huskies versus Sparrow. This is the nitty-gritty portion of things. High pitch, wild. Beckstead will roll out to second, easy, as Goddard will eat the ball. Hold up. No outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sparrow in the driver's seat. Here's Hill, the lefty. The approaching pitch, high for ball number 3. Big moment, what could be a turning point here off of the bat of Sparrow if we can get contact. 3-2, runner on second, no outs. And it will be a walk. Runners on, first and second, no outs. Sammy Roberts up to the plate. Let's see what Roberts can do. Low, and it will be a chopper down the line, foul. Strike one. Would love some contact here. Pirates with some ladies on the bag. Got to capitalize. Ball one. Good scoop up from Goddard. Beckstead flirting with disaster out there on second. Being dangerous. Getting checked up on after the throw from Goddard, 1-1. The golf swing from Roberts low, and it will be strike number 2. Stellar wrestler. And in need of a base hit. Here's Roberts on the 1-2. Caught high up in the air. It's caught up in the sun. Who wants it? Rolling out to get it, and it will be caught in left field by Meekum for out number 1. The only thing the Pirates can do in that situation is hold your breath and hope that the sun can do you favors, but it did not happen on that time around. It will be caught on the pop fly. Great contact right through the middle, in just out of the glove. Jensen rolling out, and it had to be held up at first. Sparrow made the right decision. Jensen, the RBI single. A run scored by the Pirates gets them on the scoreboard, brought to you by Les Schwab Tire, Logan North. Here comes some more, high up into the air, just barely missed. Goddard had a beat on it. Both her and Hayner in the area in front of the dugout of the Huskies. Pirates in a little bit of a habit right now of popping this thing straight up into the air.
She's just underneath them.
One strike for Taylor. Make that 2 with the foul ball off of the top of the bag. One out, runners on first and second. The 0-2, Taylor just a little off. Strikeout there. Here comes Parkinson. Getting the motivation from Coach Wade. Down the line, high up into the air, over and across the first bag, and it will drop fair in between two different players. The throw home, not in time. Sparrow will score, and that was in a spot and placement just enough out of the way of everybody to drop fair right behind the first plate. Yes, just behind first. RBI single. Evans clips this one up into the air behind home plate, just in front of the dugout of the Huskies for strike number 1. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Evans, contact just enough into the way, and it will be a tag out. Running into third is Parkinson. So some runs were scored, not everything that you would have hoped for if you were the Pirates, but just enough there to get things kind of going. It is a 5-2 lead in favor of the Huskies. We'll come back to you for the bottom of the third right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
the greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
Start to the bottom of the third here for the Huskies offensively. Ball one. Second one chopped high and dies in front of the dugout foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike is the call for Lens. Hopper over the second baseman into the right field. Newton will field that one back in, and that will be a base hit for Lens. That hit that soft spot just above the head of Sparrow, but right in front of Newton. I mean, that's right where you're wanting it, right there, if you're looking for a solid base hit. Here's Goddard. Gets in between the legs of 2 separate Pirates and rollouts to left, and 2 back-to-back solid singles. Lenz and Goddard on first and second, no outs. Up next to bat, Marsden. Behind her, Mazzo and Hill in the hole. First one grabbed and taken in between and splitting the pitcher and the second baseman. Throw into Jensen, and the tag out, maybe? No. Close. They were trying to make sure and keep an eye on Marsden, who had advanced past the bag but then got back safely. It's an RBI single for Marsden. And you're looking at a death by 1,000 cuts if this pattern continues for the Pirates, just letting people on the bag here. Gotta make some plays. Here's Mazzo. Gets past the center fielder, splitting in between a couple. 1 run is home. Here comes the second one. Rolling out to third is Mazzo. This is a 2 RBI triple for Blanca Mazzo. Eight to 2, you're reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Here comes the pitcher. Alyssa Hill, last time up, was able to get a base hit back in the second. Runner on third. Wind will carry the foul ball well out of play down the third base line over top of the dugout. Strike number 1. We've got a 1-1 count, no outs. Fastball out and to the left for the lefty hitter. 2-1. Another one outside and to the left, and it looks like the Huskies are very confident in their hitting abilities at this moment. Chasing, you can see, but holding up here. Here's the 3-1 from Jensen. Clipped down out to Sparrow. Easy bag out to first. Here's the throw back to home. Not in time, as I will eat a bunch of dirt. Sacrifice. Hill is thrown out. 4-3. Mazzo comes home. That force out at first, the first out of the inning defensively for the Pirates. Bottom of the third, we are in now. High into center field, grabbing it is Roberts. Good way to backtrack and find it after great contact by Smith. Flying out to center field. It's a good play by Sammy Roberts, who was able to track that thing on the back pedal near the wall. 2 outs and back to the top of the batting order for Marsden. Ball 1 low. I realize now, being behind home plate, you get a lot of dirt if you get, especially with a little bit of wind. 2 balls, 1 low, 1 high. Marsden rolling this thing out to first base, scooping it up and tagging the bag easily is Taylor. For out number 3. 4 runs scored in that inning for the Huskies, and we'll go ahead and get ready for the top of the 4th after this here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirates softball here on Preston's Classic Hits.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care For You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care For You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
During the break, coming into the top of the 4th, first pitch, Marley Newton will fly out to center field. Whoops. For out number 1. Here comes Dakota Nilsson. Hers is lobbed in the left field, and that will be grabbed on the pop fly. And the Pirates just underneath a lot of these balls today that lobs them high up in the air, and the team defense of the Huskies are able to make enough plays to make it happen. 2 quick outs in the blink of an eye if you are the Pirates. Laney Beckstead at the top of the batting order. 3rd time up. 1 for 2, and that one carried, and I bet if we didn't have a little bit of a breeze there, it might have been a little bit closer on the line, but Beckstead's first pitch. Beckstead's first pitch carried over the foul line into left, near left field. Strike number 1. Second pitch high near the helmet of Beckstead, 1-1. Beckstead today has reached the bag both times, has a double to her name, and reached also on an error the last inning. Great cheers from the west side dugout as the sun peeks in and out of the clouds. You can definitely feel the difference. 3-1 now. In a good position. Beckstead doesn't need to do anything crazy. Settle in. Wait for your pitch here. Hill with the 3-1 pitch. High, caught, foul. Over and behind into the trees, located behind home plate. Now we get the full count. 3-2, and that's a strikeout swinging. And that will end the top of the fourth. We'll get ready and come back to you for the bottom of the fourth after this here on mylocalradio.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the fourth. First out, a ground out from Richardson to second, from second to first. It's a 4-3 ground out. Now, ball number one, wide and to the right. This is Hayner. Highlight player today, has made a few really good grabs defensively on third. One hop to Jensen, calmly collects and throws it out at first. 1-3 ground out for out number two. That was a calm and collected Jensen after she was able to handle it. Here's Lenz. Just a tad to the right outside. 2 outs, 1 ball. Bottom of the fourth. Next one low from Jensen. Giving something for Lenz to look at here a little bit. Lenz has been able to score both times today, has a single to her name as well, and now we have a 3-0 count after 3 straight balls thrown by Jensen. It's a 4-ball walk as Lenz will head on over to first. Here comes the catcher, Goddard, up to bat. Behind her, Marsden and Mazzo in the hole. First pitch from Jensen. Just high for Goddard. A little bit smaller box to throw into. Goddard a little bit smaller, especially when you compare her to the tall players such as Richardson and Hill. Scooped up, and Sparrow has that one slip in between her legs, throwing that ball inwards, and we've got runners on the corners. Runner substitution. Hill's going to come in favor of Goddard. Contact high into left field, up and grabbed for the out. No scores come in. Good stand defensively is Wade able to make the grab out there. And we'll go ahead into the top of the fifth. North Fremont leads 9-2 on our Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll be back right after this.
Here at the Westside School District, we proudly announce that through the generous efforts of donors around our wonderful community, we have raised over $2.2 million towards our new multi-purpose center building and classrooms on our campus. This state-of-the-art center is dedicated to the advancement of learning and will serve our community as a center for elementary classrooms, a recreational multi-purpose center, lunchroom, as well as a theater of the arts for our youth. With your help, we can raise the final $250,000 needed to complete this project. Donate online at westside202.com or feel free to stop by and donate in person in the Westside School District front office.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
Welcome into the top of the fifth today. Brought to you by Puppy Steps Training, located in Lewiston, Utah. First clip and touch over the top of the pitcher's the chalk circle into center field, and Haley Sparrow will waste no time getting things started here for Westside. Sammy Roberts swinging high on the ball, clips foul off the top of home plate for strike number one. Runner on first, that is Sparrow. No outs here in the top of the fifth as North Fremont leads 9-2. You know, we talked a little bit about confidence when it comes to keys of the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance earlier in the pregame show, and now you have to use your head to get out of this hole. Second swing and a miss by Roberts. Roberts today, a little bit of a struggle. Watching that one go low into the dirt, wild pitch. Sparrow will trot on over to second into scoring position. 1-2 the count. Roberts looking to clutch up, get a base hit. This is what the Pirates need right here. The 1-2 high. Good eye from Roberts. Ballerina count 2-2. Hill. The pitch. High. For ball number 3. No. Again, bad math. That will happen on occasion. Roberts will walk on over to first. It's because I look down. I have so many things on my mind, I guess. So 2 on base. Thanks. Big shout out. Clean slate. Wonderful running here. Roberts, double steal. Incredible play offensively by the Pirates. A little bit of a diversion. You look a little bit here, and over here you're running. Both runners will advance on the steal. Roberts now moves to second. Sparrow to third. Julia Jensen with 1 ball, no strikes in the count. Here's Hill with the 1-0. Low. Jensen will roll. Foul. Sparrow was on her horse to get ready to roll. 1-1. Jensen. Solid hitter. Need to get on base here. Bring somebody home. Just like that, a rollout. Here we go. Home, and it will be a wild pitch. Jensen gets out to first. The fielder's choice allows Sparrow to come back, and it will be a double for Jensen, moving the runners. Roberts advancing to third. Sparrow comes home. This time I did indeed trust the fence, so that is good. 9-3, no outs. Runners on second and third. And here comes Grace Taylor today. 2 strikeouts to her name, and written in the script is a hopeful contact for Taylor today. You can tell that Grace has really been working on the batting, been working with Coach Wade a lot. 2 balls, no strikes, sitting in a good position at this moment. Strike number 1 down the middle. Taylor electing to let that thing go no matter what, and I don't blame her. You want to stay in this advantage in the pitch count, 2-1. And the pitch low, clipped low and off the top of the home plate bag, 2-2. Hill settling in. Here's the pitch, 2-2. Well low. Taylor getting out of the way, ducking out. Full count for Taylor. Confidence needed ensuing. Here's the 3-2. Low, grabbed, pops down the line. Here comes the throw to first. She will be safe. And the run through. Great running and great base vision by Sammy Roberts to wait just long enough for Taylor to make the run to the bag. We've got runners on the corners. It will be an RBI single for Taylor. And now the offense starting a little bit of a jump start for the Pirates, 9-4. Great deal of work still ahead, but no outs. Runners on the corners. Parkinson watches the first one clip the bottom of the zone for strike number 1 on the fastball. Find your pitch is the call from Coach Wade. Here's the 0-1. High. That's not the pitch that you want, and that is well watched into the glove of the catcher for ball number 1 for Parkinson. Parkinson today swings low golf-wise. It will roll foul down the first base line. Flew out to the shortstop in the second inning and was tagged out running to third after her RBI single back in the third. Ball will go low. Taylor will roll out, taking advantage of the time to move to second. And I can tell you what, it feels like the temperature drops at least 10 degrees when the sun goes behind the cloud. Parkinson popping way onto her toes, almost looking like a trampoline type of deal to get high towards that one in the zone, 2-2. This one also high in the zone, clipped up into the air, easily grabbed on the shortstop end of things by number 12, Mazzo. That was the first out of the inning here. Another one right to the shortstop. It will go in and out of the glove. A throw out to first, not in time. A score for Evans off of the error, bringing in Julia Jensen. Marley Newton now up. Marley clips that one into shallow center, grabbed, falling backwards, the center second baseman. Taylor waits for the moment being right, and she will stroll in. Sacrifice pop fly. Here's Dakota Nielsen. This one high flying in the center left, right into the glove of the center fielder, and that will be the fourth, or rather the third out of the inning. Excuse me. Pirates able to rack up a few runs in this one. 6 runs scored in total, 4 in the 5th inning. It is a 9-6 ball game going into the bottom of the 5th. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Back into the bottom of the 5th. During the break, a pop fly into the infield, grabbed by Sparrow, and that will be the first out of the inning. Off of her favorite play, off of the bat of Mazzo. Strike one, Julia Jensen hitting that corner of the zone as she pitches to Alyssa Hill. Hill today with a base hit and a sacrifice RBI, and this one will carry over the top of the head of the third baseman into the left field. Wade tracking it down and throwing it in. Beckstead in and out of her hands. Jensen will hold on to it, and that will be a double for Hill after a line drive into left field. Substitution, runner-wise. Strike one, coming through plainly. Smith up to the line. On deck, Marsden and Richardson in the hole. Here's the 1-1. Clipped to the shortstop, hopping off of the arm and holding down the fort, keeping things there on the fielder's choice. One out, 2 runners on. And this is Marsden. Top of the batting order here. Foul ball number 1. The second one into the zone for strike number 2. If the Pirates can keep the Huskies at their run total that they're at right now, they've got something to play with going into the final couple innings of the game. Oh, really? It's a drop dead hour and a half. All right.
3 o'clock, it's game over.
Strike 3, out, swinging for Marsden. That's good to know.
Yes, 3 o'clock, dead ball game.
We currently sit at 2:37. 23 minutes remaining in this ball game. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Ball number 1 thrown in favor Richardson, watching that one go high. The 1-0. There it is, into the zone, bottom right corner, strike number 1. It was just far enough away for Richardson to think about it enough. Pulled back, but it did find the zone. Here's the 1-1. That one too far outside to the right. Jensen has been throwing away from batters today. 2-1. High. 3-1. And you can tell if you're watching the game here, the game is starting to speed up a little bit. That is because the Pirates are playing against the clock right now with about 20 minutes left. Here's the little blooper, and it's grabbed by Julia Jensen right towards the pitcher into the chalk circle, working to her left, and that will be the third out. Wonderful grab, and another candidate for the I Care For You highlight play of the game, brought to you by Doctors Philip Cromwell and Henderson, providing vision care services for Logan and Preston in the communities for the last 43 years. I Care For You, not just a name, but a commitment. We'll go ahead, end the 5th, get ready for the top of the 6th with about 20 minutes left before the end of the game here on 105.5 KACH.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Welcome back to the top of the 6th. Pirates playing against the clock here with about 20 minutes left, down 3. Beckstead watches the first ball go low for ball number 1. And this is, again, like I was reminded that there's a hard stop for these games. We're not playing to innings technically. We're playing to a time marker. And right now we sit at 2:39 with about now 2:40 with 20 minutes left exactly. 1 ball, 1 strike for Beckstead. Today, here's the 1-1. Ball will be high. And, you know, when you're now sitting here as a batter, you know you've got to score, and that maybe might force you to swing at stuff that you might not want to. You have to be patient. You have to wait for yours. You don't need to panic here. And that's what Beckstead is doing with the 3-1 count high once again. Beckstead today has reached base twice and struck out once. It's 1 for 3 on the day. Beckstead high into left field. It will carry past the line. And did that get called a home run? Oh, foul ball. Laney was running like it was a home run. And she goes all the way around the bases. That carried way down the foul line, and it was close, but it did look foul. And I was a little confused because it was a quiet call at least. Laney was running like it was. Here's the full count. Swinging at something high, the strikeout for Beckstead. She'll head to the dugout for the out number 1 of the top of the 6th. And here comes Sparrow. Flew out to center field, was walked once and had a base hit here. Now she'll ground it out to the third baseman. Scooped and dropped for the error. Got to go back to the bag. If she turns the corner, you are fair game at that point, and she smartly heads right back into first base for the base hit. One out. Fresh start here for Sammy Roberts. Was able to score earlier today after being walked back in the 5th inning. Flew out to left field back in the 3rd. She's 0 for 3. 2 balls, no strikes as the second pitch will go low into the dirt. Roberts is a constant reminder that I need to go cover some wrestling for Westside next year. Three balls, no strikes for Roberts. Do not need to force anything here. Roberts lobs that one high into center field, coming up to grab it. Beckstead had advanced, gets caught up in the dead space, or rather Sparrow gets caught up in the dead space, and that is 3 outs, just like that on the double play. And that will retire the top of the 6th. 2:43 is your time here with approximately 17 minutes left. We'll head into the bottom of the 6th right after this on 105.5 KACH. Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 6th. First pitch from Jensen will be a ball, as up to the plate to bat for the Huskies. This is Hayner. Coming right back into it with a strike of her own into the middle. 1-1 is the call. 9-6 lead in favor of the Huskies versus Westside in the second game of the day. Here comes a little chopper up, and it is dropped by the first baseman, Taylor. Close, but no cigar. Hayner reaching first on an error. E3. As the wind starts to pick up to make my life more difficult. Lenz now up to bat. No outs, 1 on first for the Huskies. Wild pitch gets behind and through the legs of Evans. Hayner will advance to second. Jensen with the windup pitch, hopped right over to her, thought about it half a second. Initially losing exactly where she was behind her, the throw out at first for out number 1. One-three ground out. Jensen had fielded the pitch, or rather fielded the hit right inside the chalk circle, looked back to second thinking that perhaps there was an option for a double play. Did not have that option. Throws her out at first and proceeds to throw a strike here. Goddard up to bat, Marston on deck, and Mazzo in the hole. Here comes another hop over to Jensen. They throw out, and a little bit of a pickle. Opportunity missed as Evans had tried to force back Hayner into her position on third. It allows Goddard to reach second on the fielder's choice. Hill's going to come in for the runner substitution on second for Goddard. This is Marston. Runners on second and third. Strike 1. 1 out. Second pitch high from Jensen, 1-1. Approximately 13 minutes left here in the ball game. Ball out to the right from Jensen. Pitch clock very fast here as you're working against the clock. Here's the 2-1 from Jensen. Low and to the left. 3-1 the count. Runners on second and third. (3-1). Fouled, clipped off the top of the plate. Full count for Marsden. Marsden today has ground out 6-3 and flew out to left field. And here she clips this one high into right field. Newton coming up to grab it, and she gets it. The throw not in time at home as Hayner will come in to score. Marsden with the sac fly out to center. The wind beginning to pick up a little bit more. First pitch from Jensen will be ball number 1. Blanco Mazzo watching 2 balls come through. It is a 10-6 ball game in favor of the Huskies with 10 minutes left here in the ball game. In and out of the glove of the left fielder, contact. Mazzo gets it out to Wade, bringing in home one more run on the RBI double. Goddard comes home to score. Another run tallied on for the Huskies. Here comes the lefty pitcher, Alyssa Hill. 2 outs, 2 on base. Laser beam past Jensen on contact. Hill gets over to first. The throw back home, and Jensen bobbles it before she can throw it into Evans. Mazzo comes home. RBI single for Hill as she substituted out runner-wise. Foul ball, top of the plate for Smith. Smith today has a strikeout, flew out to center field, and a single back in the last inning in the 5th. (0-1) comes across as low for ball number 1. 1-1. Runner on first for the Huskies. One hot bounce into center field on the single, advancing forward for Smith. And the opportunity window for the Pirates to come back smaller and smaller now. Foul off the top of the plate for Marsden as we are back at the top of the batting order. Here comes the 0-1. Top right corner, throw to third. In time, and it was tagged out. Dakota Nielsen making a good run. And a good tag there defensively. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Catching Hill. Rolling out there to try and steal. And now the Pirates have 9 minutes to make up a substantial difference going into the top of the 7th right after this here on 105.5 KACH.
Here at the Westside School District, we proudly announce that through the generous efforts of donors around our wonderful community, we have raised over $2.2 million towards our new multi-purpose center building and classrooms on our campus. This state-of-the-art center is dedicated to the advancement of learning and will serve our community as a center for elementary classrooms, a recreational multi-purpose center, lunchroom, as well as a theater of the arts for our youth. With your help, we can raise the final $250,000 needed to complete this project. Donate online at westside202.com or feel free to stop by and donate in person in the Westside School District front office.
Welcome into the top of the 7th. Huskies lead 12-6 over the Westside Pirates here on game number 2 here on a Friday in Wendell. Coming up to the plate to bat, Julia Jensen has reached the bag 3 times today. Taylor behind her and Parkinson in the hole. First swing contact, splitting the third baseman and the shortstop, rolling out to third, and that will be a single base hit for Julia Jensen. That's what you need right there. That's what the doctor ordered if you want to make things happen. Cloud cover coming in and out. Here's Taylor. Watches the one-hop bounce. Ball rolls in and out. Jensen is going to take off in time after the bobble at home plate. (1-0) for Taylor. 1 for 3 today with an RBI to her name. Taylor chopping it off the top of the bag. Got to run out to first. Nobody's there. Out of position and runners on the corners.
Okay, Sid, let's stay in our zone, babe.
Parkinson now up to the line. 6 minutes remaining here in the top of the 7th. Parkinson settling into the zone. The first pitch from Hill, high for ball number 1. Rapid, our camera is trying to adjust a little bit here as the cloud cover comes in and out. Runners on the corners at first and third. Parkinson watches this one go into the zone for strike number 1, just a little bit on her far side, on the right side of the plate for the righty batter. The 1-1 from Hill, one hop bounce. Here comes Taylor rolling out to second. Smartly keeping on third is Jensen. (2-1) the count. Hill taking her time. 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. The pitch low and to the right. 3-1. Parkinson in the driver's seat now. Batters count. The 3-1 high, and it's chopped into the air. Foul and dropping foul in between 3 separate Huskies. Full count now as Parkinson hustles back to home plate. It's the second time today that Parkinson has kind of gone on her toes to reach for something a little bit higher than maybe what she was meant to. The 3-2 and another one in and out of the glove, rolling out to second. The throw is in time, but it will bring home Julia Jensen. Grounding out 4-3 is Parkinson for out number 1. Jensen comes home and Taylor moves on to third. Here's Riley Evans now with 1 out and 1 ball as the ball sails high. 12-7, you're reading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard for the Huskies. Runner in scoring position. Ball is off on the throw out to third. Easily coming in is Taylor. Wild throw and an error, trying to check back in on Grace Taylor on third, goes into left field, and she will run into the bag for another score. 1-1 for Evans, and the pitch. Well high above the dugout into foul ball territory. 1-2. And it may seem that the Pirates have come into their offensive tempo a little bit too late here, as we are a couple minutes away from ending this game. Evans, the only one out onto the diamond, and she is batting. 2-2, the count. Alyssa Hill, the 2-2, through the middle. That one chopped to the shortstop. Throw is in time to tag and get the force out at first. 2 outs, 6-3, Riley Evans. And here comes Marley Newton. Marley 0 for 3 on the day with the sacrifice pop fly. Clipping this one low on the golf swing for foul ball, and strike number 1. 12-8. A 4-run difference between these two teams, and it just seemed that the Huskies got the offense going earlier. Pirates took a little time to warm up in this game to get things going. 1 ball, 1 strike for Newton. Gets the be aggressive call from coach down the line. Hill with the 1-1. This one rolling off the top of the bat, and it will be caught in the field of play by Hill, and that will end things here. Final score, Huskies 12, Lady Pirates 8, in a battle offensively where Huskies kind of got things going. 4 runs in the first, had 5 before the Pirates could even get something on the board, and that really truly was the difference. Early going innings offensively worked to the favor of the Huskies. Let's go ahead and dip into our Ralph's Construction postgame show immediately after this here. We'll give you the statistics right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. By Crumble Cookie, bringing friends and families together over the world's best cookies. By West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. By Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. By Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. By Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. By Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. By Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. For tires, brakes, shocks, or alignment, there's only one stop. It's Les Schwab Tire in North Logan. By North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. By Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. By Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. By Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. By Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily at Northern Title. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and Westside High School Athletics, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Welcome to the end of regulation and our post-game show today, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Our final score, it is going to be the North Fremont Huskies taking the victory 12-8 over the Westside Pirates in a game that really came down to early offense. It was the early offensive goings of the Huskies that kept them out in front. Westside made a valiant effort at the end, and if they had a little bit more time, I thought that maybe perhaps this game could have gone in a different direction. But nonetheless, that is not the case. It's going to be the second loss of the season for Westside, but a good, good learning experience here. They'll go 1-1 here at the Glenns Ferry tournament after taking care of business earlier today. The rest of the schedule will go as follows. Tomorrow, they will have back-to-back games here in Wendell at 12:30 versus Nampa Christian. And then they will play New Plymouth immediately after that at 2:15 on Saturday. So that will be the schedule moving forward. We'd like to go ahead and thank all of our wonderful sponsors, including Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. It's time now for our eye-catching highlight play of the game, brought to you by I Care For You, providing vision care services in the communities of Logan and Preston for the past 43 years. Doctors Philip Cromwell and Henderson, the best in the business that you can find in the Cache Valley area. Go ahead and talk to them and get taken care of. I Care For You, not just a name, but a commitment. The play of the game is actually going to go to Marley Newton as she was diving out and grabbing the pop fly versus Marsden in the bottom of the second. That ended up being the second out of the inning, but a very good highlight play as she was diving out of bounds into the foul ball territory. Great stuff from Marley as we've continued to play throughout the game. Let's go ahead and give our player of the game to Julia Jensen. She went 2 for 4 today with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Did very well, got on the bag every single time one way or another. Let's go through our statistics, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Brittany and Braden Smith, great people, fantastic agents to help you protect the things which matter most in your life. Beckstead today is going to go 1 for 4 with 1 run scored. Sparrow will go 2 for 4 with 1 run scored. 0 for 4 for Sammy Roberts today with 1 run scored. Julia Jensen, as we mentioned before, 2 for 4 today with 2 runs and 2 RBIs. Taylor, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Parkinson, she'll go 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Evans, 2 for 4 with 1 RBI. 0 for 3 for Marley Newton today with 1 RBI. One sacrifice pop fly. And Dakota Nilsson, 0 for 3. And that is your final statistics here today. For the wrap-up of the Glenns Ferry tournament for day number 1, we'll catch us tomorrow for the afternoon games versus Nampa Christian and New Plymouth at 12:15 and 12 o'clock. What was it again? 12:30 and 2:15, respectively, later on in the afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us here. I am Cody Olsen. As always, thank you for joining us, and go Pirates.
The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!